we done been through some things together with his hair. My man's hair used to be down to here. He used to rock it short. Now my man got the mohawk going on. So if you don't mind me, go ahead for me and the people. What you getting done today?
We do a little half taper fade on the sides here, half on the beard, leave the mustache long. Probably take like, I don't know, maybe a half inch off the top today.
Okay.
That's about it.
So he does like a mohawk, a skin fade mohawk all the way around, down to the V in the back. I mean, you can see the growth coming in. So first thing I'm gonna do first is I'm actually gonna just wet the hair so that way I can section it. What I'm gonna do first is I'm actually gonna do the fade first and then come back and cut the top after the fact. But as you can see, we already got a good kind of growth pattern going on. He does have a slight cowlick right here in the front of his head. And my man's got a little bit of hat hair going on right here on the side. You can see it's pretty much flowing already. I'm just gonna blend right into that bad boy. So I like to wet both sides real quick. I don't wet it too much because I still want my clipper to be able to cut the hair. For me, I like to go to parietal ridge and just section the hair at the angle that I'm desiring it to. Now this section don't have to be perfect, but I'm just sectioning it just so I'm not digging into the hair that I know I'm gonna cut later with shears. Same thing, other side. Typically it should be right at the corner of his lineup. Use that as my reference point. Now you can use hair clips, totally up to you. His hair is pretty much lame, but for video purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and put the clips. Me and him met. We both were single. Now my man's married, moving into a house. Almost done? But in the process of being built, right?
It's, we close in a week and a half.
My man close to a week and a half. Newly engaged, so we literally watched each other grow up right in front of each other's eyes over the last.
When I first went and got my hair cut with him, he was in the back of the old shop. Now he's in the front of the new shop.
Oh, come on, talk to him. They don't hear you though. They don't hear you though. I was in the back of the bus. I'm gonna start my initial guideline, middle of the C cut, and the way I'm gonna do it, I'm actually gonna drop it towards the back, okay? So right in the middle of the C cut. And for me, I'm not gonna go all the way to the V because that's not how he likes it. I like to come over to the side at the corner of his lineup in the back, use that corner and kind of come up, almost like a half moon. And this is all preference based, okay? It's important to ask your client, especially if they want a V in the back, if they want the fade to go all the way to the V, or for the V to be a little bit more insinuating. You see what I mean as I go through this video and showing you. So put my initial guideline in, we'll go ahead and clean it up right away. Shout out to Babyliss, man. This thing is so cold. The cap actually is a UV and cleans the shaver as you're using it. So shout out to the dentist. As you can see with my shaver, I'm not going all the way up to the line, okay? Why? Because early on in my career, I found out that going all the way to the line makes it harder for you to get that ball guideline. See, that's like my beginning part of blending. I take my trimmer, all right, it's almost like error proof. Go ahead and just kind of blend that in. And now it won't be as hard for me to take that ball line out as it was in the past. In the past, I used to take my shaver all the way to the line and I used to leave my face with a harsh guideline right there. All right, next guideline, I'm using my Babyliss Low Pros clipper with the vapor blade on there, all the way open. Set my next guideline. But what you want to do with your guidelines is you want to keep it at least a half an inch, guys. Don't be like me and make your guideline so small that it makes your face compress. All right, and just still following that same type of angle that we did with the initial guideline as far as like almost like a half moon when it comes to this. Because we want to still keep that V back there. Great TJ point right here in the back. If you look very closely, you see his growth pattern in his hair. Right here, it grows here. Right here, it grows a little bit here, and then right here, it goes straight down. You want to make sure that if you're going at this angle, you're not really feeding your clipper the hair. You want to go in the opposite direction of the growth pattern. So you want to feed the hair to your clipper correctly in order to get your desired look. I'm going to drop my clipper halfway closed, come right up underneath that, go ahead and take it out my first guideline right away. And when you have these different type of growth patterns, you may just have to use certain parts of your clipper. Instead of the whole blade, you may just have to use the corners just to get your desired look. All right, once I do it all the way open, couple passes, halfway open, now I'm gonna go all the way close, taking out that bottom guideline. As you can see, guideline gone. When I do ball fades, the highest guard I use is the 3. So I'm gonna come off the shape of his head without having to dig into this, okay? What I see a lot of people do too often than not is they dig in here rather than come off the shape of the head. If they want it disconnected, yes, go inside. But if they want to keep the shape and keep everything connected, you want to come off right off the shape of the head, all right? So any guard 2 and up, I have an open closed system. So this is a 3, so I'm going all the way open first. We're gonna close this bad boy. 2 all the way open. And all the way close. 1.5. For my 1.5 and my half guard, anything that has a half in it, I only use it at the halfway point. All right, shout out to Basil. Once you learn the mathematics of your guards, you will understand that anything open or closed when it comes to the half guard, it really doesn't even do anything. If you're looking at your guard system, halfway with the 1.5 blends right into the 2 more smoothly, all right? So just keep that in mind. I see a lot of people doing lever play with the 1.5 and the half, and it's like, really, you just need that bad boy halfway open. All right, now the one down, I have an open, middle, close method. So the one and no guard, open, middle, close. So we're gonna start all the way open. Oh man, the class was dope, man. Went to the Barber Academy of Orlando. Over 20 students in the class. I taught on the 3 keys to me in jumpstarting your barbering career. Man, super engaging. Definitely look forward to going back. We at the half. So that means we halfway. All right, see the last little faint line right there? And blend that out. All right, this is my JRL modified with the Andes. All right, I like it for detailing purposes. As you guys can see, I got little faint lines that I like to, kind of do my level work with. All right, this is all the way open, just using my corners. All right, just clean it up. I like to run through all my steps and come and do my detail work after the fact. Finish one side, go to the next. I like breaking my haircuts down into 3 sections. I know I mentioned in my previous videos, right side, left side, and in the back. All right, do the same thing to the other side. Middle of the C cut. Kind of go halfway, then I find my point here in the back, which is the corner, and I'm gonna come up like a half moon. As you can see, his gold pattern right here is different as well. You gotta be mindful of that whenever you're making your guidelines, so that way you can make your guidelines correctly. All right, 3. All the way open. Again, coming right off the shape of the head. Outside. All the way closed. All the way open. 2. 1.5. So that means I'm going halfway with it. All the way open. So we head this way, this way. Cool. See the growth pattern right here. That's crazy how his hair goes. And then as we come up, you can see his hair goes more down. So I feel as though, like in barbering, why wouldn't you want to be the most well-versed and well-rounded barber that you could possibly be? You know what I mean? It's sad when I see certain barbers that don't know how to cut straight hair or don't know how to cut coarse hair, and they've been in the industry 10, 12, 15 years. I mean, to me, it's like, shame on you. You didn't take the time to go out here and how to broaden your craft. It's like having a toolbox, but you're only gonna keep a flathead screwdriver in there. I mean, that'd be dumb. So I kind of feel the same way when it comes to barbers not going to expand their craft by going to shows and learning different techniques and different ways to operate their business. As you can see, this bad boy coming out Blersky. Detailing with my JRL with the Andes modified blade on there, all the way open. Just doing detail work, using my corners, taking out any darker areas out, look in the mirror and check my work. And how low are we going on the beard today?
We'll do half.
Before I could get in the beard, I want you guys to see the front view of this, okay? As you can see, you're probably seeing exactly what I'm seeing. We have a little bit of an overhang right here, and there's a reason why I did that. This right here, I will take off with a clipper over comb. I'm gonna use the shape of his head, as you can see, but I'm gonna bring the comb up, and you see that hair that's hanging over? That's the hair that I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna go straight through it, keeping my base of the comb on the side of his head and poking it out. As you can see some of the hairs that needs to be cut. So let's go and rock it out. Just with that simple clipper over comb, you can see how there's no overhang now. I'm gonna cut the top. I'll still be able to connect to the sides and it'll all be able to flow. 0.5 on the beard, which is my no guard all the way open with my Andes. My man keeps the mustache though. Under the beard, same way I treat my face. I do one side, and then I meet in the middle. He wants it on his jawline, so that's what he's gonna get, jawline. So now I use this middle part to make it all right. All right, when you're blending the beard, all right, I like to do an open, middle, close technique, all right? I like to start at the top of the middle of the ear, all the way open, go middle, and then I close it. And I like to come at the bottom and meet them halfway. So that way I'm not digging someone's C cut. Not everybody wants a cosmetic C cut. Set at the top. He truly loves getting his mustache done. No, I'm just kidding. He hates it. It's been a project for the last 5 years. So I try to make it quick and easy for my boy. My dog's in customer service, so he has to keep, that owner look. You know what I mean? Not only that, like I said, my man's El Presidente of his BNI network, so this is not the part that bothers him. It's the very top of the mustache that bothers him. Does it bother you when you get your hair cut, when they line up the top of your beard or your mustache?
Or am I just a freak?
Comment in the comment section below. Let me know if that's something your clients struggle with. I know he's not the only one.
Hate it.
All right, go down.
Get it over with. Oh, jeez.
As you can see, he loves it. He loves it.
Every time.
All right. Last but not least, or one is second to last thing we're gonna do, we can go ahead and establish this V. As you can see, it's predominant, it's already there. As you can see, the V's pretty much there from the previous cuts. So we're just gonna go in on it right now. Clean this up.
All right, guys, I want to let y'all know, if you do not know about Pye Accounting, make sure you go to pyeaccounting.com and go on there. You'll be able to get financial services. And they're literally a financial advisor and accounting firm for barbers. So they will literally help you with everything you need. They will turn you into an S Corp, because you can either be a LLC, S Corp, whatever you want, but S Corp is the way to go. They help you, they give you the details on how to do that. It saves you on taxes. It helps you financially. They give you financial goals that you want to reach. They help you get there. They plan you. They give you a plan. They meet with you every quarter, like every 3 months of the year. You're gonna be talking with a couple of them.
Don't tell them everything, bro. Listen, go to pyeaccounting.com, schedule a consultation call, and one of our accountants definitely gonna talk to you, let you know all the amazing things that Pye Accounting has for you. You know, we're helping barbers make this a real career, a real profession, benefits, buy your first crib, all that, man.
I was able to buy my second property, but my first property in Florida. So
yeah, we're barbers, we're not CPAs, as you can tell the way we fumbling all over this. But go check out pyeaccounting.com.
Let's go.
What the hair? You can see for the most part, they're pretty matched. The top matches the sides. It's a slight little overhang, right? And that's how you keep the top connected to the sides, especially when doing like this type of mohawk or a fade on the side for anybody that has longer hair. Separate the bangs. Almost make it like a high V in the front for the bangs. And what all I'm gonna do is match it to this right here. So I'm gonna come down. See that right there? I'm gonna let go some of this hair, grab some hair that I've cut already, or some hair I haven't cut, so I can continue see in the guideline. As you can see, my guideline, the hair that needs to be cut. Guideline, hair that needs to be cut. Whenever I start it to go back now, see how it's hanging? Watch when I start it back. Now the hair sits right on and flows. But I'm gonna leave a strip of hair in the middle, and now this will be creating my guideline for the very top of the head. All right, you say he wants about a ½ inch off? This is where I'm starting. Then this rock out, he wants this cut, right? So again, just like I did on the sides, I'm gonna grab some hair that I cut and some hair I didn't cut, where I've cut, what I need to cut. And as you move with the shape of the head, you gotta angle your fingers as such. When you do this, you can actually see the hair that's already been cut. See that? So I take my finger and I slide it to that point. Now I know all this hair right here needs to be cut. So now I'm gonna go right down where I made that original part at for my original guideline. Comb the hair forward, take the hair that I already just cut, move that to the side. As you can see, hair that I've cut, hair that I need to cut. You know, I'm gonna use nothing but the best 245 shave gel, man. Got that aloe vera in there and that aloe. I like to use the back of my razor to spread out my shave gel. I think it feels a whole lot better for your client rather than your finger all over their face. Shout out 245 razor handle. All right, it comes with 3 levels of exposure. I like to put my finger on their skin wherever I'm trying to shave to make the skin a little bit more tense, so I'm not grabbing any loose skin or the skin don't get loose on me. Whenever I do my beards, I like to start at the very top of the beard, very bottom of the beard, and then meet it in the middle. Again, I'm all about sections. Top, bottom, middle. What I found myself doing early on in my career is that I would chase the half moon, and the next you know I'm digging into somebody's beard. All right, as you can see, bottom, top. Now we're gonna clean this thing up in the middle now. .245 indestructible clay. Hands down, I'm not being biased, but the best pomade out there, man. I'm telling you, man. All right, a little bit goes a long way. Literally, don't need no more than a dime's worth. Smells great. Smell that? Okay. Rub it in nicely, and then you want to massage it into the hair. I did it with a damp hair right now, so I'm gonna use my Babyliss Nano Titanium and kind of put some heat on that bad boy.